Average Hardcore Gamer here. Let's get into my Nintendo Direct highlights that happened yesterday on June 18th. There was definitely a lot that happened yesterday, but really I want to focus on the highlights that were most important to me. And with that being said, the expectations were set pretty high with Mario & Luigi Brothership, the new entry in the Mario & Luigi franchise of games. To start a Direct with a banger is nothing new, but this was wildly unexpected. I mean, the visuals look amazing, especially with the sharp outline of the characters, and the gameplay in itself was just enjoyable to look at. I personally had never played a game in this franchise before. Why? I can't really tell you, but please don't roast me, but it looks like I would hate to miss out on this one. To be honest, it's pretty hard not to be a fan of any Mario game released on a home console, so yes, I can bet this outing will do very well. And it's always great to see couch co-op back in action if there's an option for it, and I feel like this is just a perfect game to play with someone else if you have someone else. And the title alone just fits this game so well with everything that is shown in the trailer, so congratulations to Nintendo for just starting this Direct off with a banger, because oh my god, this just looks so much fun. Now, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake, that the name in itself, but yes, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake was one that immediately caught my attention. For me, Dragon Quest gained a lot of respect for me ever since I played Dragon Quest XI back in 2019. And after digging into the franchise for a little bit, I found out that Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 are some of the best titles that the series has to offer. I was actually never going to go back to play these games due to the sheer age of them, so I'm grateful that this remake is happening, and I'm sure a lot of people feel that same exact way. And not only is it a normal remake, it's a remake that is happening in the visual style made famous by Octopath Traveler. I've never played Octopath Traveler, so I'm glad I actually get a chance to possibly play a title like this in this art style, especially if it's going to be with Dragon Quest. So if you're somewhat interested in the Dragon Quest series, I would say why not give this remake a chance. It was announced that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are getting the same remake treatment as well. Maybe with these releases, more people can find out how amazing these games actually are. And reviving them around the time that remakes are being done to death may not be such a bad idea for a cult classic that is critically acclaimed. So I'm very glad to see Dragon Quest come soon in this remake style. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. I could go on and on about this one, but I'm going to try to keep this brief. Anyone who is a fan of fighting games that grew up or was born in the 90s will be picking this up. It is a must-have. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is down in the books as one of the greatest fighting games of all time. And to couple that with 6 other games like X-Men vs. Street Fighter and the original Marvel vs. Capcom, it's just a done deal. No one expected this to happen, and the fact that it actually is, and the fact that it was shown in a Nintendo Direct is literally just insane. The replay value on these games is literally decades, so thank you Capcom. Because this is really a great treat for anyone who is in the FGC pro or casual. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Now, what more can I say? It's Mario Party, and it looks like a load of fun because it's Mario Party. Now, the fun in these games are just how much fun you can have with random things happening all the time, and this entry just looks beautiful. With so many Mario Party titles out already, I'm kind of liking how Nintendo has dropped the number in the title in favor of a word. Maybe they've done that before, but I'm just now getting back into the Mario Party world, so I'm just glad about the name. I haven't played a Mario Party game in about 15 to 20 years, and with someone special to play Mario Party with now, I'm personally looking forward to picking this one up because I remember how fun a Mario Party game can be. Now, because of the age of this franchise, there's not much to say about it, seeing as the formula hasn't really changed since 1998, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This is another game that I'm sure I'm going to discuss later on simply because of the fact that it is Zelda. And this time, we actually get to play as the character that the series is named after, Zelda herself. Now, this game is using the same engine and assets from the Link's Awakening remake that came out in 2019. But just because those things are the same doesn't mean that this won't be a unique experience. This title takes notes from both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. This 2D entry lets you tackle challenges in your own way, and almost everyone will have their own unique experiences, just like in the most recent 3D outings with Link. I was told that this is probably a way to test the water for bigger things like playing with Zelda herself in a new open world Zelda game one of these days. Either way, this is a huge start to making that happen. Metroid Prime Beyond. Seeing this almost didn't seem real. It's been years since Metroid Prime 4 was teased, and with patience and time, here we are in 2024 with not only a trailer, but with cinematics with actual gameplay. And man, does this thing looks stellar. Nintendo is really pushing the Switch with this title, and it's obvious because the Prime series doesn't hold back when it comes to showing the graphical power of the console that it's released on. And as someone who has played every entry in the Prime series, I am very excited about this one. Yes, this game has been pushed back quite a few times, and that never bothered me because that only meant that the game is cooking, and by God, this game looks cooked. It is a day one definite pickup. Well, those were my highlights for the Nintendo Direct that happened on June 18th. This is the Average Hardcore Gamer. As usual, play well and don't forget to follow.